Welcome to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. Visit IronMagLabs.com today. Filling in for Dave Palumbo, I'm Sadiq Faruqi. It's Tuesday, August 2nd, 2016. Let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. The journey to the Olympia stage is in full effect for our old friend Shaun Clarida. Just about 7 weeks away from making his second consecutive trip to the biggest stage in bodybuilding, the Giant Killer is doing everything in his power to avenge a tough finish at last year's Olympia. You can't even mention the term blue-collar bodybuilding without Clarida's name immediately coming to mind, because over the course of the last decade, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who's been more diligent and more consistent day in and day out than the Giant Killer. While with so much talent hitting the stage again at this year's contest, it might take a Herculean effort for him to find his way into the top 10. Don't look now, but here comes William Bonac. Last year, dramatically improved Bonac showed up and delivered one of the real shocking performances of the entire Olympia weekend with his 8th place finish before going on to lock up wins at the Diana Cadot and Nordic Pro Show before the year's end. Over the weekend, some new pictures surfaced of a dangerous-looking Bonac just over 7 weeks out from hitting the stage for the first time this season at the Olympia, where he's hoping to catch lightning in a bottle for the second straight season. Last year, Bonac's strategy of sitting things out early and making a late surge couldn't have played out any better. But now that he's on everyone's radar, let's see if he's got what it takes to come in and play the role of spoiler for this second straight season. A few weeks after getting his feet wet for the 5th time this season at the Baltimore Pro Show, Fred Biggie Smalls is already back putting in long hours at the office. Very quietly, Smalls has been one of the busiest men in bodybuilding over the past 3 seasons, competing in a total of 18 contests and racking up 12 top 10 finishes in the process. Despite burning the midnight oil, Smalls has also done a great job of making improvements and turning himself into a dangerous athlete who's more than capable of winning pro shows when he's on the money. After a disappointing finish at last year's Olympia, we're betting that Smalls comes back this time around as focused as he's ever been, so don't be surprised if you see him scrapping his way up right into a top 12 finish. If you've been sleeping on the men's physique division, then you might not be too familiar with the name Jeremy Potvin. But the up-and-coming second-year pro is one of the athletes you're going to want to keep an eye on as we draw closer to the Olympia. Earlier this season, Potvin delivered the best performance of his young career at the IFBB Grand Prix, where he locked up his first career win and sealed his Olympia destiny in the process. From a structural standpoint, Potvin's wasp-sized waist and wide billowing shoulders might make him the most gifted athlete in the entire division, and he's continuing to grow that crazy frame. We've seen him really develop into a tremendous force. And we, for one, wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see him come in and land a top 10 finish, which would cement his place as one of the top young talents in the sport moving forward. And that does it for another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. Visit IronMagLabs.com today. Filling in for Dave Palumbo, I'm Sadiq Faruqi. Keep it tuned to rsmuscle.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a great day.